Hey, welcome to your video. This is orientation only to WordPress. It's not going to go into details how to edit anything or add anything. It's just going to show you the architecture. So you're looking at our current site. It's a dev site. The first page of a WordPress site is kind of special in the sense that you don't go and edit this page. This page, because of something called a theme, comes from a certain section in our website. So with regard to all other pages, these are pretty much editable. So if I go into news, this section here is what you end up editing, including the image. The right-hand pane of most pages is going to be automatically generated as more and more categories, for example, or archives, or posts get posted there. And the header and the footer are set in a social networking type of aspect, and they have email, Facebook, and Twitter, and some other details. Again, all the details can be changed, but the way you change the front page, if I click here, take me back to that front page, this one's a little different than the rest. Okay, this is saying nothing found. I have to actually figure out why that's showing me a search engine right now, but I'll figure that out in a little bit, and this actually shouldn't come up with that error. So this is our page. We have news on here. We got a calendar, and the calendar comes up here, and it's got an entry. I'll show you some of this stuff. We've got a couple pages with sub pages. For example, if you go to advertising and resources, you can see you've got links to where all the folders are, and you can download these PDFs. You've got a shopping section which isn't built yet, but we'll skip over that, and about us. These are all pretty much static pages with images. A contact page, which is a form with a CAPTCHA. Now, this CAPTCHA is nothing I wrote. This is something Google provides where you click on I'm not a robot, and it says, shows you 9 images and says pick everything with the bread in it or something like that. So it's to stop somebody from automating a script against this and just sending gazillions of emails and ruining our system. Sponsors link was something new we added. I think I put in the text why I did that in our links. So you can get a good idea here. It's a pretty simple site. So let's show you the back end of that. There is a login down here, but I'm going to be removing it since we're not having our parents or students log into this site. It really shouldn't be publicized there. So the actual path to log in you would type something like this: devpenridgemusic.org WP login, and you hit enter and you get this page. Now I've already put my credentials in there. I'm going to hit login. And this is kind of the administrative side of this web page. So it looks a little bit overwhelming, but it's actually quite simple, and you're only going to be in 2 or 3 areas of here. So it first dumps me into a dashboard section with a home. And what I want to show you is when you're in this page, you'll notice how this blue bar is here, dashboard, but underneath it's a slightly lighter gray square, indicating that these 2 items are part of the dashboard. And the bolder of the 2, home, happens to be the one we're viewing. So this screen right here is the home screen of the dashboard. If I click updates, the bold moves. And now you're in the update section of the dashboard. So let's just breeze through these really quickly. First of all, the welcome. You can put your mouse over instead of opening that section and kind of get all the options underneath there. But if I click on welcome, you'll see the sections all populate under there. So just understanding how to navigate this. So welcome, you're not going to really touch this much. Okay, this is a very kind of broad view admin page. The dashboard, again, is something that generally is just used to see what's going on, what's new going on the server. One thing about WordPress is the things that you see aren't usually, oh, here's the page, let me type them in. Because imagine on this website, I see the recent posts, and I notice that it's on every website, every page, recent posts. So we wouldn't go and type this into every page. We have a section called posts, and when we create posts there, on that bar, that sidebar, we tell it what categories of posts it should show so that automatically updates on every page. And that's the way this whole system is designed. You create something, and then you tell something else to use it. So in this case, for that example, we create a category of posts, a category with some posts in it, and then when we define what this sidebar should show, under the recent post, maybe we say only show these 4 categories. Show, band updates, change in schedules, or whatever categories you have. You might categorize them based on function or whatever. So on the left-hand side, just to go through these real quick, you have posts. Again, that's kind of like kind of one paragraph statement. Here's what's going on. File Manager is a plugin that I added. You probably won't need this. This is for something special. Media is where we upload files to be used on our web pages. This could be PDFs, it could be images, or what have you. Pages are exactly what they sound like. They're actually the pages. Again, all these things, or a lot of these things that you use, we're going to go through in a separate video. Comments, again, a list of comments that you might put in there. Contact. Contact here is really the contact form. So we create contact form, and then we use the contact form in a page. And I actually did create a contact form right here, simple one. And I created the form first. Then I came to the page called Contact Us, and I inserted my text. And then I inserted from here to here my form. So the actual form starts at your name and ends at send. So again, you create objects in WordPress, and then you assign them to be on pages or used in a certain way. I'm going to make individual videos specifically on media, posts, pages, and for the most part, appearance, which is something else, customizing a theme. Because those are the things you're going to use most often, probably appearance the least. So pages are the actual web pages. Comments are exactly what they sound like. They're people posting comments, and then you can actually display those somewhere. The contact form. WooCommerce is something that was snapped into this by default. It's a way to create a shopping cart. Again, I think we might be doing that with Charms, so I didn't really do anything with it yet other than make sure it was installed. These two kind of go together, products and WooCommerce. The appearance is kind of a unique thing because appearance in WordPress does something different depending on what you have installed. And I have a video on that, but the theme is the look and feel of your website, and then how you customize it all depends on what theme you have currently active. So if we follow the rules about how WordPress is designed, we should be able to change the theme and everything should format nicely. And I have a video on theme, though it's probably going to be the least used because hopefully you like the theme that I picked and I customized, and we'll just use that to tweak it a bit. Maybe that particular video will be more apt to Brian Ricca and Mr. Reed to make sure that they have access to customizing should I not be available or something. Plugins, all the functionality you see here is usually done via plugin. For example, the WooCommerce, the File Manager, they're all plugins, and you can download thousands of plugins, do all sorts of things. The calendar was a plugin. You say I want a gallery for images. I can go find a gallery plugin, snap it in, boom, I can just build a gallery that quick. So again, not really for most people to use, but nice to know it's there. Users, as you might expect, where I manage your user accounts. Tools for inputting and exporting tools. Settings are more general for the website and functionality of the WordPress. This is one section you're probably not want to touch. Calendar, you might be actually working in here. So calendars, I make a calendar. In this case, with the free product, I can make 2 calendars, and I only need 1. And then somebody will probably be going into here and making posts, or what they call calendar events in the calendar, so that something new needs put on the calendar. You're going to go make an entry here. And these other things, meta sliders, the plugin that I added to make that front page slide around. But that's basically it. So when you log on, you'll be dumped here. You'll usually go to whatever you need to edit. For example, let's say I was going to make edit a page. I go to Pages. I may click on All Pages. I say I want to edit the news page. I'm going to hit Edit. And then I go to town and I edit this. You'll notice that the formatting here doesn't look like the real web page. If I go to news on the web page, it looks different. That's on purpose, and I'm going to go through a lesson on editing this text. Okay, so this is how you get in. At the very top, you'll have the ability to visit the site, go to WordPress's site, and these are some shortcuts for adding new things. But I really want you to get in the habit of working out of this, and when you're done, make sure you log off. Logging off is going to, and I don't know why it's been doing that. I have to hit log off twice, taking me to that page. So when you get back to here, you're good to go. So that is the fundamental overview of WordPress and our site. I'm excited about it to get it up and running for you guys and get you in control of the site. And that way we can keep the content strong. All right? I will be making additional videos on different things, including hyperlinks, images, adding, removing pages, editing text, stuff like that you'll need to do. And I'm trying to break it down so it's easily digestible. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.